Marley was dead to begin with. There is no doubt whatever about that. The register of his burial was signed by the clergyman, the clerk, the undertaker, and the chief mourner. Scrooge signed it, and Scrooge's name was good upon change for anything he chose to put his hand to. Old Marley was as dead as a doornail. Mind, I don't mean to say that I know of my own knowledge what there is particularly dead about a doornail. I might. Oh, but he was a tight-fisted hand at the grindstone, Scrooge. A squeezing, wrenching, grasping, scraping, clutching, covetous old sinner, hard and sharp as flint, secret and self-contained and solitary as an oyster. The cold within him froze his old features, nipped his pointed nose, shriveled his cheek, stiffened his gait, made his eyes red, his thin lips blue, and spoke out shrewdly in his grating voice. External heat and cold had little influence on Scrooge. No warmth could warm, no wintry weather chill him. Nobody ever stopped him in the street to say with gladsome looks, "My dear Scrooge, how are you? When will you come to see me?" No beggars implored him to bestow a trifle. No children asked him what it was o'clock. But what did Scrooge care? It was the very thing he liked. To edge his way along the crowded paths of life, warning all human sympathy to keep its distance.
Yes, this looks like a good place on account of free will. Sing. 1, 2. Wait. We have to start a good note. 1, 2, 3. God rest ye merry gentlemen, let nothing you dismay.
God rest ye merry gentlemen indeed. God rest ye idle beggars more like. Be off with you afore I have the law on ye. Away! Not finished yet, Cratchit? You must apply yourself more diligently to your task.
It's my hands, Mr. Scrooge, sir. They are so cold. Do you think, sir, I could have another piece of coal?
Another piece? You've already had one today. If this reckless extravagance continues, I can see that it will be necessary for us to part. Back to your work. See who that is, Cratchit.
Yes, Mr. Scrooge, sir.
Oh!
Oh, Mr. Fred!
Yes, and a Merry Christmas to you, Bob Cratchit.
It's Mr. Fred, your nephew, sir.
Bah! Come to wish me a Merry Christmas, I'll be bound.
And a Merry Christmas to you, Uncle. God save you.
I knew it. Bah! Humbug.
Christmas? A humbug, Uncle? You don't mean that, I'm sure.
I do mean it. Merry Christmas. What right have you to be merry? What reason have you to be merry? You're poor enough.
What reason have you to be dismal? You're rich enough.
Bah! There's nothing good about it to be said. With people spending money that they simply haven't got, or they make their concepts flower in the wind. This Merry Christmas nonsense never did 'em any good, but the fool and his money soon will part. Each Merry Christmas idiot be boiled with his blood, and the same of money out through his heart. Christmas is humbug.
Christmas is Christmas, a season of goodwill, a time to be forgiving, to be kind. Christmas message it brings a true contentment to it's one can speak to one instead of as a master to a slave. It brings the understanding that only Christmas can. The lessons that you learn it if we only can discern it as we make our journey to the grave. Christmas blessed.
Amen,
If you
amen!
hear another sound from you, and you'll celebrate your Christmas by losing your situation. You're a powerful speaker, sir. Wonder you don't go into Parliament. He died
Uncle, come and dine with us on Christmas Day tomorrow. My wife would be glad to welcome you.
I will not be there.
Why?
Why did you get married?
Because I fell in love.
In love? Bah!
Uncle, why can't we be friends? I want nothing of you. I have no quarrel with you.
Good afternoon.
Well, I made the effort in homage to Christmas, so I'll keep my Christmas humor to the last. Merry Christmas, Uncle,
Good afternoon.
and Happy New Year.
And the same to you, Mr. Fred.
Scrooge and Marley's, I believe?
Indeed it is, madam. Do come.
Get back to your work, Cratchit.
Have I the pleasure of addressing Mr. Scrooge and Mr. Marley's?
Mr. Marley has been dead these 7 years, madam. He died this very night 7 years ago.
Oh, that is sad, is it not, daughter? And on Christmas Eve too?
It is sad indeed, ma'am.
But we have no doubt that his generosity is well represented by a surviving partner.
His generosity?
At this festive season of the year, Mr. Scrooge, a few of us are endeavoring to raise funds to buy some meat and drink, and a means of warmth for the poor and destitute. They suffer greatly, and even more so at present time.
Many thousands are in want of common necessaries.
Hundreds of thousands are in want of common comforts, sir.
Are there no prisons?
Plenty of prisons.
Are there no workhouses?
Oh, yes, indeed.
Have the treadmill and the poor law ceased to function?
Unhappily, no, sir.
I subscribe to these without the least compunction. By what logic should I have to pay again?
But many won't be seen in such a place.
They'd rather die than suffer the disgrace.
Rather die, would they? Then they had better do it. All day tomorrow, I suppose.
If quite convenient, sir.
It's not convenient and it's not fair. If I was to stop half a crown for it, you'd think yourself ill-used, I'll be bound. Yet you don't think me ill-used when I pay a day's wages for no work.
But it's only once a year, sir.
A poor excuse for picking a man's pocket every 25th of December. I suppose you must have the whole day. Be here all the earlier the next morning.
Oh, I will, sir. I will.
I'm off to get some gruel. task is to be left to myself. I'll warm me up a nice bowl of milk after that sour gruel I ate, and spend the evening totting up my cash book. The best Christmas present is a balanced book of accounts.
Merry Christmas!
Home at last. What is this I see? Why, Jacob Marley's face. He's gone. Why, he was never there at all. Just a trick of the senses. Slight disorder of the stomach makes them cheats. Humbug. Marley. Humbug. You were not an apparition, but a medical condition. This extraordinary suggestion was a touch of indigestion, a bit of underdone potato, half digested slice of beef, water bastard spot of sago, or a bit of jellied beef. A crumb of cheese most likely was the name. There's more in New York, baby, than the grave.
was.
Who were you then?
In life, I was your partner, Jacob Marley.
Can you sit down?
I can.
Do it then.
You doubt your senses.
I do. I tell you, you're a humbug. I tell you, humbug. Mercy, mercy, dreadful apparition. Why do you trouble me?
Man of the worldly mind, do you believe in me or not?
I do. I must. But why do spirits walk the earth, and why do they come to me? Don't do that, Jacob. Speak comfort to me, Jacob.
Comfort? I have none to give.
Don't be hard on me, Jacob. You were always a good man of business.
Business. Mankind should have been my business. The common welfare should have been my business. Charity, mercy, forbearance, and benevolence should have all been my business.
Is there no escape? Is there no hope for me, Jacob?
I'm here tonight to warn you and to tell you that you yet have a chance and hope of escaping my fate, a chance and hope of my procuring Ebenezer.
Thank you, Jacob. You were always a good friend to me.
You will be haunted by 3 spirits.
Is that the chance and hope you mentioned, Jacob?
It is.
I think I'd rather not.
Without their visits, you cannot hope to shun the path I tread. Expect their first tomorrow, when the bell tolls 1.
Couldn't I just take them all at once and have it over with, Jacob?
Expect the second on the next night at the same hour, and the third upon the next night, when the last stroke of 12 ceases to vibrate. Look to see me no more. But look back, for your own sake. Remember what has passed between us.
Ah! Are you the spirit, sir, whose coming was foretold to me?
I am.
Who and what are you?
I am the ghost of Christmas past.
Long past.
No, your past.
I wonder if you would oblige me, sir, by putting on your cap.
What? Would you so soon put out the light that shines for me? The light that may lead you to your one and only hope of salvation?
I beg your pardon, sir. I had no wish to offend. May I ask your business with me?
Your welfare.
I am greatly obliged to you, sir, though I cannot help it. A good night's sleep would be more to my benefit.
Your reclamation, then. Take heed. Take heed. Rise and walk with me.
this place. I was a boy here. This is the road I walked along. I knew every gate and every tree. And there is the signpost to the little town.
And what else do you see?
Ah, the school.
It is Christmas Eve, but the school is not quite deserted. A single solitary child is left, neglected by his friends.
I know it. I know it.
Look here.
I was lonely. Do you see? I wish, but it's too late now.
What's the matter?
Nothing. I was just thinking that there were some boys at my door yesterday singing a Christmas carol, and I would have liked to have given them something. That's all.
Come, take my robe once again. You must pay another visit this night.
Know it. I was apprenticed here, and there's old Fezziwig
toast! Let's drink to the service, the best important night tonight, and to Mrs. Wesley. Cheers!
Thank you, Dick. Thank you. Thanks to all of you. But come, 'tis time the dancing begin. Clear the floor for the ladies. That's more like it. I vow the seasonal spirit is in my feet already.
Lord, Mr. Wesley, to be sure, to be sure.
Another step until you have me in. Come to the parlor. There's cold roast
And cold boiled, and cake, and mince pie, and hot cider,
and plenty of beer. Come, let's partake of this feast.
let's get drunk!
That's just as it was. Just as it was. What wonderful fun we had, and every year the same. What a good man he was, the old Fezziwig.
Come, such small matters make these silly folks so full of gratitude.
Small.
Why, is it not? He has but spent a few pounds of his mere mortal money. Is that much?
It isn't that, Spirit. He had the power to make us happy or unhappy, our service light or burdensome, a pleasure or a toil. Why then the happiness he gave us was as great as if it cost a fortune.
Is it not true that at this time of your life, your heart had turned into a passion of gain and wealth, and left the joy that can be had with so little? Is now not gold your idol?
Please do not remind me of this, Spirit.
Why? What's the matter?
Nothing.
Something, I think.
No, I was just thinking that I would like to be able to say a word or two to my clerk, Bob Cratchit. That's all. my own room, and my own bed. All is restored to normal, and that ghost of Christmas past, he's gone. It's a very harrowing experience. It all happened just as Jacob Marley foretold. Now, what was it he said? Expect the second at the next night on the same hour. Wonder how long I have been sleeping. What o'clock can it be? 1. I must have slept the clock round. Now what frightful visitation am I to expect? Get a grip on yourself, Ebenezer Scrooge. Prepare yourself for the worst. Ebenezer Scrooge, come forth. Come forth and know me better, man. Look upon me. I am the ghost of Christmas presents. You have never seen the likes of me before? Never. Have you never been with the other members of my family, meaning my elder brothers born these latter years? I don't think I have. I'm afraid I haven't. Have you many brothers, Spirit? Many brothers? More than 1,800. One for every year of our Lord. A tremendous family to provide for. Spirit, what is this brew you consume? It's Spirit's tea. Try it. Whoa! Quite a kick, yes. Yes, indeed. Spirit, conduct me where you will. Last night, I went forth by compulsion, and have learned a lesson which is working now. Tonight, if you have aught to teach me, let me profit by it. I'm glad you're in the mood to profit by what I shall show you. For today is Christmas Day, when the spirit of Christmas is truly abroad. We shall see how the people celebrate this great occasion. First, we shall see the streets of London. But I know the streets of London. I doubt if you do. They're very different today. Come, touch my robe. Where are we going, Spirit? Why, the street is full of people, and all are joyful. The church bells are ringing, and all are dressed in their best. They celebrate one of the most important events in the world, the birth of the Christ child. It is a time of generosity, a time of love, a time to thank God for his goodness. I see Christmas in a different way now. Come, touch my robe. Where are we going now? To the home of your clerk, Bob Cratchit, my clerk. Come.
fuss those potatoes too much, Peter, or they'll never be cooked.
I'm trying to hurry them, Mother. I'm sure they won't be done in time.
They will if you leave them alone. Whatever can have got your precious father and Tiny Tim? Church must have been over long ago.
The goose! The goose! I can smell the goose!
Is it ready? Mother, is it ready yet? Is it time for dinner?
Now quiet, both of you. It's not ready by an hour, and your father isn't home from church yet.
Peter, doing the potatoes. Peter, doing the potatoes.
Can you cook, Peter? Will they be all right?
Of course they'll be all right. I'm doing them.
There's Father coming! Hi, Father. Hi, Tim.
Greetings, my children.
Daddy, you're home.
Daddy! We're gonna have such a feast!
Tim, the goose is nearly done. Can you smell it cooking?
I can. It must be a mighty goose. And I'm watching the potatoes.
They'll be the best potatoes ever, I'll be bound.
Let's go listen to the pudding singing in the copper.
Yes, let's. Come on, Tim.
And how did little Tim behave?
As good as gold and better. Somehow he gets thoughtful sitting by himself so much, and he thinks the strangest things you ever heard. He told me coming home that he hoped the people might see him in church because he was a cripple, and it might be pleasant to them to remember on Christmas Day who made lame beggars walk and blind men see.
Did he really?
And do you know, my dear, I do believe he's getting stronger.
I'm sure he is.
The pudding is boiling in the copper, Mother, and it smells as though it must be done.
Yes, it must be done.
Well, it can't be far off now. It's been boiling since before you were awake this morning. But I'll tell you what we'll do. The goose is ready for basting, so we'll take him out and have a quick look.
Hurrah! The goose!
Now, we can all take it in turns to baste, if we are quick. You first, Tim.
I declare, I've never seen a bird the like of this one. It is very giant of goose, fit for a king.
Man, this is the biggest turkey ever. Man, so big.
Now, back into the oven to finish off before it gets cold.
Yes, it mustn't get cold. It might get goose pimples. Now, I must make my Christmas punch. Prepare me the kettle, Martha.
Can we all have some, Father?
Of course we can. We must drink a toast. Bring me the glasses, Peter. Do.
Can't I bring the glasses?
No, this is a special day for Peter.
A special day for Peter? What is it then, my dear?
What is it, Father? Please tell us.
We have a surprise, haven't we, Tim? Quiet, everyone, and I'll tell you. I think I have found a situation for you, Peter.
Uh-oh, Peter's going to work.
You're grown up, Peter.
Bless you, my dear.
Well, at 12 years old, it's time you were making your way into the world, not hanging about the house with your mother.
Oh, really? He's just a child.
And this situation would bring in no less than 5 and 6 a week.
Ooh!
Congratulations, my boy.
Thank you, Father.
Now, we must drink a toast for Peter.
Can I give a toast?
Of course you can. All quiet for a toast from Tim.
Here's a toast for Christmas Day. My toast for Christmas Day. Here's to those we love the dearest. May
toast, Mr. Scrooge. I give you Mr. Scrooge, the founder of the feast.
The founder of the feast? Indeed. I wish I had him here. I'll give him a piece of my mind to feast upon, and I hope he had a good appetite for it.
My dear, the children, Christmas Day.
It should be Christmas Day, on which one drinks to such an odious, stingy, hard, unfeeling man as Mr. Scrooge. You know he is, Robert. Nobody knows it better than you do.
My dear, Christmas Day.
I'll drink his health for your sake, but the day is not for his. Long life to him, a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I'm sure he'll be very merry and very happy. I have no doubt.
To Mr. Scrooge.
Spirit, tell me if Tiny Tim will live.
I see a vacant seat in the poor chimney corner, and a crutch without an owner.
Oh, no, no, kind spirit. Say that he will be spared.
If the shadows remain unaltered by the future, the child will die. What then? If he be like to die, he had better do it and help decrease the surplus population.
Oh dear, oh dear.
The words seem familiar to you?
They are my words, spirit. I uttered them, but how I wish I could retract them now.
You would seem you're learning something from what I was showing you. Ugh.
You are tired, spirit, and you are grown older.
I am. My life upon this globe is very brief.
Are spirit lives so short?
Mine ends tonight at midnight. Hark, the time is drawing near.
What is this I see? Spirit, are they yours?
Mine? They are man's. They appealed to me to save them from their lot. This boy is ignorance, and this one is want. Beware them both in all of their degree. But most of all, beware this boy ignorance. For on his brow I see that which is written, Doom! Unless the writing be erased.
Have they no refuge or resource?
Are there no prisons?
Oh no.
Are there no workhouses?
I can't bear it.
Have the treadmill and the poor law ceased to function?
Have mercy on me, spirit.
You consign them there without the least compunction. By what logic do you show compassion now?
I said these things before I was so wise, but only now the scales are falling from my eyes.
Charity is humble, your words were plain to hear. You said the idle suffer from starvation. Want to die of hunger, want you to interfere. It will help decrease the surplus population. We to come down without the slightest knowledge of their
has left me, but what did Marley say? Expect the third when the last stroke of 12 has ceased to vibrate. I feel a presence now. I dare not look. Ah! I am in the presence of the ghost of the Christmas yet to come. You are about to show me the shadows of the things that have not yet happened, but will happen in the time before us. Is that so, Spirit? Ghost of the future, I fear you more than any specter I have seen, but as I know your purpose is to do me good, I will bear you company and do it with a thankful heart. Will you not speak to me, Spirit? Lead on, Spirit. The night is waning fast, and this is precious time to me, I know. Lead on.
Have you heard the news?
The news? Yes, man. 'Tis Christmas morning, and you will sell no more of your holly for 12 long months.
No. This is real news. He's dead.
Dead?
Dead. He's
Who?
dead.
Who's dead?
Oh, Skipper, he's dead.
No, I thought the old codger would never die.
He's dead. Oh, Skiplet, he's dead. They found him dead this morning in his old four-poster bed. Now so to mourn his passing, not a tear will be shed on account of old Skiplet is dead. He's gone, he's gone. Oh, Skiplet, he's gone. There's many a man in London who will have this happy morn, and all the yard of Valen will be taken out of pawn on account of old Skiplet is gone. It was wrong to begin of the departed. It's recognized to be a wicked sin. For can anyone pretend he's broken-hearted? Would the world be a better place without him? He's dead, he's dead. Oh, Skiplet, he's dead. There are things we know about him that are better left unsaid. He's gone up to his maker or the other place instead, on account of old Skiplet is He's dead, he's dead. Oh, Skiplet, he's dead. And who'll be at his funeral to walk with solemn tread? I wouldn't mind attending if you're sure that we'll be fed on account of old Skiplet is dead. He's gone, he's gone. Oh, Skiplet, he's gone. For all the good he's been here, he had better not been born. With his last account to settle and his valley overdrawn, on account of old Skiplet is gone. It was wrong to speak ill of the departed.
no more. I took his shirt.
I took his Sunday trousers. God knows he never used them for attending church.
I removed his gold wristwatch. It isn't necessary to watch a clock in the place where he is now.
A pair of silver spoons, sugar tongs, and the gentleman's boots I lifted from the dead Scratch.
So in the end, he profits nothing from these things, and hated by all. They laugh at his mourn.
Spirit, this is a fearful place. Bear me away from it, I beseech you. I see the fate of this unhappy man could be my own. My own life tends that way now. But spare me more of it. In leaving, I shall not leave the lesson. Trust me. Good Spirit, speak to me. Speak to me and tell me that the shadows of the things which we see are not of the things that will be, but of the things that may be. Men's courses foreshadow certain ends to which they must lead. But surely if the courses be departed from, the ends will change. Say that it is thus with what you show me. O Spirit, who are buried here, what is it you wish me to do? You wish me to look at the small grave, to read what is written upon the stone. Oh, Spirit, I'm fearful to do it. I cannot look. No, Spirit! Tell me it isn't so. Did Tiny Tim have to die? Could nothing be done to save him? Ebenezer Scrooge! It is my own grave. I am the man whose clothes were stolen. I am the man whose death brought pleasure to those people. No, Spirit, no! Hear me. I am not the man I was. I am not the man I would have been, but for this meeting. Why show me all this if I am past all hope? Oh, tell me that I may yet change these shadows by an altered life. I will honor Christmas in my heart and try to keep it all the year. Oh, Spirit, tell me that I may sponge away the writing on these stones. own room and my own bed. They are not torn down. They are not torn down, rings and all. They are here. I am here. It was all a dream. But the spirits were real enough. The spirits just as Jacob Marley foretold. Oh, Jacob Marley, heaven be praised. Thank you, Jacob. Thank you for the warning you gave me. Oh, there's much to be done today and little enough time to do it in. I must hurry with my dressing. I don't even know what day of the month it is. I don't know how long I've been amongst the spirits. Why, the street is full of people, and all so joyful, and what a day! Almost frost and sunshine. I wonder what day of the month it is. I'll ask that boy over there. Hey, you over there, boy!
Hello?
What's today, my fine fellow?
Why, today is Christmas Day.
Christmas Day? I haven't missed it. The spirits must have done it all in one night. But of course they can do anything they like. Of course they can, of course they can. Listen, boy.
Yeah?
Do you chance to know the poulterers at the bottom of Cornhill?
I should hope I do.
Delightful boy, remarkable boy. Do you know whether they've sold the prize turkey that was hanging in there?
What, the one as big as me?
Intelligent boy, what a pleasure it is to talk to him. Yes, my buck.
It's hanging there now.
It is. Go and buy it. I am serious. Go and tell them to bring it here, that I may give them the directions where to take it. Come back with the man and I'll give you a shilling. Come back with him in less than 5 minutes and I'll give you half a crown. I'll send it to Bob Cratchit's. Ha!
Norfolk turkey, you should try. sir. It'll be with Mr. Cratchit in plenty of time for his dinner.
And he must never know who sent it.
My lips is sealed.
What a capital joke.
Holly, Holly, who'll buy my holly?
Here, my good woman, I'll buy your holly. Yes, holly is just what I need.
Thank you kindly, sir.
My dear madam, how do you do? I hope you had a successful day for your charity yesterday. It was kind of you to call on me.
Mr. Scrooge.
Yes, that is my name, and I fear I may have been very rude to you, but allow me to ask your pardon. And will you have the goodness? I'm donating £2 million.
Lord bless us, my dear Mr. Scrooge, are you serious?
I am serious, if you please, and not a farthing less. And a great many back payments are included in it, I do assure you. And this must be your charming daughter. Merry Christmas to you, my dear.
Thank you, Mr. Scrooge.
Now don't forget to come and visit me at my office.
I will not forget, Mr. Scrooge.
Thank you, and God bless you both.
Mr. Scrooge, sir. I'm very sorry, sir. Indeed, I thought I had Christmas off.
A Merry Christmas to you, Bob. A blessed Christmas to you. Not only do you have Christmas Day off, but I immediately raise your salary.
I beg pardon?
Yes, a more blessed Christmas to you, Bob, than I have given you for many a year. A blessed Christmas to your good wife and your family.
Are you feeling quite well, Mr. Scrooge?
Never felt better, thank you, Bob.
And a Merry Christmas to you, Mr. Scrooge, to be sure.
Yes, and I wanted to stop by to give my Christmas greetings before I go off to my nephew's house for Christmas.
You were going to Mr. Fred's for Christmas Day, Mr. Scrooge?
Yes, and what a pleasure it will be on this wonderful Christmas Day. And I suppose this must be Tiny Tim?
Well, yes, Mr. Scrooge, but how do you know?
You should have told me about him before, Bob. A blessed Christmas to you, Tim. And from now on, I will be caring for your support.
Thank you, Mr. Scrooge, and a blessed Christmas to you. A blessed Christmas to you, Mr. Scrooge.